with a new video, obviously on this look. This look was inspired by a picture that Kylie posted on Instagram. It's not normally what she does. She usually does that fierce lip. This one was more glowy and more pinky than usual. So I'll show you guys a picture really quick. This is a picture that I'm talking about. So this is what inspired this look. And I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and moisturize. And to moisturize, I'm going to be mixing Nivea Men Sensitive Post Shave Balm and the Cover FX Blemish Treatment Cover Primer. Blemish Treatment Primer. So that's what I'm going to be using. Okay, so the palette we're going to be using is the Naked 3 palette. The one that was used in the picture is the Tartelette palette. I don't have that palette, so I'm going to improvise. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime to prime my eyelids. It's in the color medium. So I'm just going to take my finger and put it in. I've never done just like a regular talk through. I've always done voiceovers, so I'm not used to this. It's weird. Okay, now to continue, I'm going to be taking Limit from the Naked 3 palette. It's this color right here. I'm going to be dusting that all over my lid. I'm even probably going to go above the crease as well. So, just going to be dusting that everywhere. I want it to be a little messy. I really don't mind it going everywhere because that's kind of what I want. I'm taking it in my crease, on my eyelid. I'm not taking it into my brow bone though. And I'm setting the primer we used with this color as well, just so we have a foundation to work with. Then I'm going to take the color Burnout. It's right next to Limit. I'm going to put that on top of Limit. This is just to make it a little bit more pinker. Limit is a little bit more browner, but it did create a foundation to work with, so that's why I'm leaving Limit on top. So at the end of the corners of Kylie's eyes, you can see a little bit of purple. I'm going to be mixing Nooner and Liar together, and I'm going to put that on the outer V of my lids. And I'm using a Anastasia Beverly Hills blending brush. If you guys want, you can use tape. I'm just going to clean it up with concealer later. This look doesn't have any eyeliner in it. And to finish off my look, I'm going to be taking Buzz and Dust, I believe it is, and I'm going to mix those together and put that on my lids. First, what I'm going to do, I'm taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush again. I'm going to spray a little bit of makeup mist just to make it a little bit more brighter. So I'm dipping it in Buzz first and then Dust. Okay, so it's not as glittery as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to be mixing a pigment by NYX. I'm going to be mixing this pigment with Did I say pigment? I meant pigment with the color Dust from the Naked 3 palette. So I'm just going to put that on my lid. Now I'm going to be focusing on the bottom lips. Okay, so on the bottom lips of Kylie's eyes, it looks more purpler. Purpler isn't a word. It looks more purple than it is on the top. I'm going to be mixing Nooner with Factory mixed together. I'm going to brush that on the bottom of my waterline just to smoke it out. I'm taking an e.l.f. eye crease brush and to mix those two together. For my mascara, I'm using MAC Studio Sculpt Super Black Mascara because it has a nice wand like this. There I go. For my top eyelashes, I'm using Jordana's Best Lash Extreme and curling my lashes as well, just to prep for lashes. I feel like my eyelashes have gotten like fiercer, but it's just my imagination. Just one coat. And then the next eye. Now coat. I'm gonna try again to put on mascara like a normal person, and let's see if it works. Tell me what's wrong with me. I was putting on mascara on my eyes, on my bottom lashes again, and now I look like Pepe. Pepe the Frog. For my waterline, Kylie's makeup artist didn't use a black eyeliner, so they used like a much pinkish one, so I'm gonna improvise, and I'm using NYX Wonder Pencil in medium. For my brow bone, I'm gonna be I'm gonna put the color Strange on my brow bone. So the lashes I'm using today are the Ardell Demi Wispies. Okay, so for the most part, eyelashes are on. I'm applying some mascara to the falsies just to give it a little bit more life and not dull. So here it is with mascara and all. With glitter eyeshadows, there is going to be fallout. That's why I started with my eyes first. So I'm just going to clean up under my eyes first. I'm just going to apply some hydrating primer under my eyes. The one I'm using is by e.l.f. It's called the Under Eye Hydrating Primer. I think I'm going to go back in with some shadow under my eyes, just because I feel like it went away a little bit. To continue off with the rest of my face, I'm going to be applying Sephora Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation, and I'm going to spray it on the back of my hand and apply it onto my face with a beauty blender. I'm not using a brush for this just because I really don't like the complete matte look, so I'm just going to stipple it on. Okay, so for concealer, I'm going to be using the NYX HD Concealer in the color number 4. Cute. Taking my beauty blender again, I'm just going to buff it all in. To set my concealer, I'm going to be using the Shade and Light palette in the color Lyric. It's this yellow one right here. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques brush. It's the setting brush. Whoa! Now I usually go for a very hydrating look, very oily, because my face is very dry. So doing this whole matte look is... So Kylie's contour is always very fierce, very sculpted. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna go all the way. So I'm gonna be first taking this neutral brown from the Shade and Light palette, and I believe it's called Subconscious. And I'm gonna be focusing in my cheekbones. I'm gonna cut somebody with my cheekbones. After I set the base with Subconscious, I mixed the color Shadow Play right on top. I'm going to do the same thing with my temples right here. On her temples, they go a little bit more browner and not as shadowed. So I'm going to be putting more Shadow Play than Subconscious. I'm going to put on Lyric on the bottom just to clean it off and make it a little bit more sleek. So for blush, I'm going to be using MAC's Please Me. I'm taking e.l.f.'s blush brush just to dust it off. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using a blush. It's not actually a blush. I'm using e.l.f.'s Baked Blush. I'm sorry, it's messed up. I dropped it the first day I got it. And I'm going to be putting that on as a highlight. In the picture, Kylie is using has a very pinkish glow, so that's what I'm gonna go for. Okay. See, it looks dewy, but it's pink, and it's exactly what I'm going for. Okay, so for lips, I'm gonna be mixing 2 lipsticks. I was working on, excuse the back of my hand, I was trying to find the perfect color for her lips because she used one by Gerard Cosmetics and I don't have anything that's by Gerard Cosmetics, so I'm just gonna improvise, and I'm gonna be using NYX's Nude Pink, and I'm gonna fill my lips completely. Don't worry guys, I'm down here. And on top of this lip color, I'm gonna be using the NARS Satin Lip Pencil in the color Rikugien. Rikugien, that one. This one came in my birthday gift from Sephora. Okay, so this is the final lip color. It's very similar. I'm not sure if it's exact, but this is my take on it. And just to finish off my eyes a little bit, just to make it a little bit more purple under, because I feel it like the purple has faded, I'm taking the color Nooner and Factory again, and I'm going to blend it in on my waterline. So I'm just taking e.l.f.'s Makeup Mist and Set, and I'm going to set my face with it. Alright guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Everything I listed hopefully will be in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to like, subscribe, and most importantly, enjoy. Bye guys!